Okay, now today we are going to do some surprising questions. Some surprising questions from the atomic structure. Okay, so these atomic structures questions are little bit easy. These are carefully selected only to motivate you. Okay, they are old examination questions. Okay, and in the next assignment, I will be giving you the expected questions from the previous. These are all previous examination questions only. Whatever I have given you, if you are not having, kindly download it. Okay, so download that assignment and try yourself. First, what you have to do, try yourself for few minutes. Okay, and then you should check your answers with my solutions. Okay, sometimes your answer may be correct, but it may be incidentally correct. You may not be knowing the in and around of that question, and shortcut procedure I will explain. Okay, so better to go for the solution of each and every question, even though you know, even though you feel that it is very easy question. Okay, so let's start one by one question. I think all of you downloaded it and tried yourself, and check answer with my answer. Okay, check your answers with my answer. All the best. I want that all of you should do it correctly. Okay, so let's start one by one. Okay, the first question is given. What are the things given? Power is given. Power is measured in watt. Okay, what is watt? Watt is just nothing but energy. Okay, but energy you have to measure per second. Rate of energy per second. Okay, and for easiness, see, time is already given 1 second. That means 1 joule per 1 second. Okay, so the energy emitted will be how much? Is equal to, energy emitted is equal to how much? 1 joule. And number of photons are given, wavelength you have to find out. Okay, so here even though power is given, because time is taken as 1 second, suppose if it is 2 second, 2 into 1 watt. If it is 10 second, 10 into 1 watt. Okay, because 1 watt means 1 joule per 1 second. And if it is 10 second, if it is 20 minutes, so it is to be converted into seconds, then multiplied with the power. Okay, so here energy is given as 1 joule. Okay, what is given? Energy is given as 1 joule. That means you are given with energy, you are given with number of, and you have to find out lambda. Okay, so then formula will be E is equal to N into Hc upon lambda. Now we have to find out lambda. Lambda is equal to N into Hc upon E. N into Hc upon E. Okay, here N is equal to, and you will substitute this, 2 into 10 to the power of 6. Okay, and H value 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34. These are in units, in joule seconds only. 3 into 10 to the power of 8 divided by energy is 1. Okay, on simplifying and you convert into nanometer, you will get lambda as B as a 4 nanometer. You will get B as answer. 4 nanometer is answer. Okay, on simplification, lambda you need to convert into nanometer. Nanometer is 10 to the power of minus 9 meter. Okay, note down. Let's go for the next question. Okay, next question is simplest radius ratio. Simplest radius ratio. What mistake people have done while solving this? Okay, while solving this, people what they have done, they have completely solved. Don't solve it completely. Okay, that's why I am asking you to be present with the video solutions. You will save your time without losing your accuracy, because the question is framed to check your presence of mind. Okay, so formula we are going to use is R is equal to 0.0529 into n square upon z angstroms. Okay, so this is about the radius ratio, radius of nth orbit with the atomic number z. Okay, now I will substitute for the first one. Okay, for the first one you need not to write this one. Okay, R, let us take about the lithium, 2 plus divided by R carbon plus 5. Okay, 0.0529 will get cancelled. N is the third orbit. So 3 square by Z. Lithium will be 3. Okay. Next, fourth orbit, 4 square by lithium will be 6. Okay. Is it understood? Fourth orbit by 6. So don't simplify completely now, and without simplification, you will get 9 by 8. You should keep it in the fraction. Okay. Because you have to do for the x by y. Okay. X plus y. So 9 plus 8, that is equal to 17. Answer is what? 17. Okay. So answer is given as C. Our answer is C. Okay. C option is correct for the second question. Okay. So next question is kinetic energy and potential energy. Kinetic energy and potential energy in electron volts. In electron volt in third Bohr orbit of hydrogen. Okay. So with this hydrogen, we can come to know about the Z. With this third orbit, we can come to know about the N value. Okay. So by substituting this, you will get the total energy. Always make sure that the total energy is my negative. Okay. So total energy negative, then kinetic energy will be positive, kinetic energy positive, and this is negative. This is also going to be negative. Okay. For every electron in any atom, in any atom. Okay. So it is equal to total energy is equal to minus kinetic energy and potential energy by 2. Okay. So first we are going to determine total energy. As a trick, you remember this total energy, kinetic energy are same. Already I have explained in my one shot video theory lecture. Okay. Minus kinetic energy and potential energy by 2. Okay. So note down this, and answer you are going to get kinetic energy ratio, potential energy. See here, potential energy and kinetic energy 1.51 and minus 3.02. Okay, here the next question is given. If A0 is the radius of first orbit, what is the radius of first orbit? 0.0529. 0.0529 is the radius of first orbit, and de Broglie wavelength you have to find out associated with electron in the second orbit of hydrogen. So what we have to find out? De Broglie's wavelength of electron in the second orbit of hydrogen. Okay, so 2 pi r is equal to n lambda. What is the formula? 2 pi r is equal to n lambda. According to the Planck's theory and n lambda. Okay, and according to the Bohr's theory, it is 2 pi r. Every wave, nth orbit will contain n waves. 10th orbit will contain 10 waves. 5th orbit will contain 5 waves. Okay. What this n lambda shows that if it is nth orbit, seventh orbit will contain how many waves? 7 waves. Okay. So the total distance is covered by the 7 waves. So the total distance is perimeter 2 pi r. 2 pi r is equal to n lambda. This can be used as a trick to solve this type of question directly. Okay. So in place of r, what we will write 2 pi into actually radius of nth orbit is equal to 0.0529 into n square upon z. This is the radius of nth orbit. Radius of which orbit? Nth orbit 0.0529 into n square upon z. Okay. So here it is told that you can take in place of the 0.0529 as A0. And we have to take A0 because options are given in terms of the A0 only. Okay. So on simplification, lambda will be 4 pi a naught. Lambda will be 4 pi a naught. Okay. Note down this. Okay. People think that their questions are mains questions, advanced questions are different. Okay. This question is a best example to show that advanced question can be converted into mains format. Advanced question can be converted into NEET format. Actually, it is more than one correct option. Okay. So here some options are given. How many of them are correct? That was the advanced question. Now to keep it in the mains pattern, options are given A only, AC only, BC only, and ABC. Okay, I am reading out how many of them are correct. I am reading. Energy absorbed or emitted is a whole number of multiple of quantum. E is equal to what is the formula? N into hc upon lambda or h nu. Okay, sorry, it is N into h nu. So this is the energy of quantum, this is energy of quantum, this is the total energy, where N is what? Whole number. That's why A option is correct. Okay. So A option is correct does not mean that you will select A option. That is not A option. Okay. A sentence is correct. Radiation energy is not emitted or absorbed continuously, and that form of packet of called quanta. Okay. My question is, if packet of light is there, it is called as, okay, what it is called as? The packet of light. The packet of quanta of light is also called as, very good, the packet of quanta of light is separately called as photon. Okay, the separate name is given to quanta of light. Understood? For everybody, we will call them only quanta. But for what purpose? For only for the electromagnetic wave of the total number of electromagnetic waves are. Total number of electromagnetic waves are. So number of electromagnetic waves are 8. How many electromagnetic waves are there? They are 8. Okay. So this is how you study from the notes and study from the video lecture difference. Okay. So you may just by heart them, but question to convert into integer form number of electromagnetic wave. Sometime during the exam also you can recollect, but during the tension as I am receiving only 7, most of the students are sending option as 7. No, it is 8. You can count it. It happens in the examination tension. Okay. That's why if you go through that type of question well before the examination, then easy to answer. Understood? So number of electromagnetic waves are 8. Out of them, visible light, if it is there, then it is called as a photon. Okay. So now this is out of the in and around of the question. Okay. So that's why you know the answer and you skip this question, then you are at loss. Okay. So A option, A sentence, B sentence, both are found correct. Now let us see about the C sentence. C sentence is given the magnitude of energy associated with quantum is directly proportional. C, E is directly proportional to, so A, B, C, all the three are correct. Therefore, what is the option? Correct option? D option is correct. Okay. D option is correct. Okay. So if in any subject something is not considered, we are talking about chemistry, and in chemistry, cosmic rays also considered as a electromagnetic wave. Okay. EM wave starts with the cosmic rays. Okay. Okay. See, this question you have to deal tactically. See, if photon of lambda is for 6000 angstrom wavelength, if the wavelength is 6000 angstroms, if its energy is considered as E, you need not to calculate. Then you have to calculate lambda corresponding to 4E. Okay. So people will start solving by substituting in the formula. Don't do that and you are losing the time. Okay. So simply wavelength and energy are inversely proportional. Okay. See how it is. E is equal to hc upon lambda. So if energy is multiplied by 4 times, then wavelength will be divided by 4 times. So 1/4 of the 6000, that is equal to 1500 angstrom. How to solve it fastest manner, is it understood? Okay. So don't use any formulas, just use the direct relationship. Okay, next question. In photoelectric effect, number of electrons emitted directly proportional to. Okay, number of electrons emitted directly proportional to. This is the most confusing option. That's why I have clearly explained with the diagrammatic explanation. Okay, through the slides, I have explained it so nicely because this type of questions are very, very frequently asked, but Way of asking is different. Until unless you are confirm about the concept, you will not be able to answer. There I told you, each electron takes each photon or quanta. Okay. One electron cannot take more than one quanta. Okay. So one quanta will be accepted by one electron only. Understood? So number of electrons is about the question is number of electron emitted is directly proportional to number of quanta. Okay. Number of electrons emitted directly proportional to number of quanta per second. Number of quanta per second. Number of quanta per second is called as intensity. What city? Intensity. Therefore, electrons, number of electron directly proportional to intensity. But question is about kinetic energy of electron. If the question is about kinetic energy of electron, then it is directly proportional to. Okay. If I am changing the question, in the photoelectric effect, kinetic energy of emitter electron is directly proportional to. Very good. Directly proportional to energy of photon or wavelength or frequency of photon. Okay. So if it is directly proportional, then there can be two options. Directly proportional to energy of photon and frequency of photon. If this word is changed inversely, then what will be the answer? In the photoelectric effect, energy of electron, kinetic energy of electron emitted is inversely proportional to, very good, wavelength. Okay. See, one word change is giving you different answer. Okay. So solving the question in and around is only the important path of success. Okay. Okay, next question is ionization energy of helium plus ion in electron volt. Okay, direct trick, and it is not only applicable for the ground state. If nothing is mentioned, then you will take n as a 1 because it is ground state. What it is? It is ground state. Okay. So here electron volt, 1 electron volt is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joules. Okay. So few students got this doubt. That's why I'm clearing when time permits. Okay. So 1 electron volt. If the question is in the option of joules, then you will use. But formula, you will be the best formula to use for the best answer is this one only. Okay. So if the question, I am changing the question and in and around I am explaining ionization energy of electron in the first excited state of helium plus. Okay. Ionization energy of first excited state of helium plus. Then what will be the changes occurring? If nothing is given, then n you will take it as 1 because it is in ground state. If it is first excited state, then n value you have to take it as a 2. N value what you will take? N value you will take it as a 2. Is it understood? First excited state is equal to 2, then sixth excited state is equal to. For sixth excited state, n is equal to. For sixth excited state, n is equal to 7. Very good. Okay. So number of excited state will be 1 plus of the excited state. Okay. Now, ionization energy. Here, helium is given. Helium is, and one more thing people are forgetting, we are using the Bohr concept formula. We are using the Bohr concept formula. People forget that Bohr concept has limitation. It is applicable only for one electron species. It is applicable only for what? One electron species. Okay. Suppose if it is not given, helium plus is not given, then I cannot use this formula because this is the whole and sole responsibility for single electron species. He is not worried about how many protons are there, but electron must be how many? One only. Okay. You can have any number of protons, any number of neutron, don't care. But number of electron must be how much? Only one. So here it is given like this. The very purpose is that he is asking us to use this formula. Okay. Ionization energy is equal to 13.6. So Z is equal to how much? Z is equal to 4, nothing is mentioned, so N is equal to 1. Then by using this formula and simplifying, then what we will get? So on simplifying and substituting, you will get 54.4 electron volt. If question is in joules, you will multiply it with 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. Okay. Okay, next mass number of two different nuclei are in the ratio. Mass number means A. Okay, suppose A1 and A2 are in the ratio of 1 by 3, then volume ratio V1 by V2 you have to find out. Okay, so already you must have Rutherford according, then complete details about the nucleus is given by which scientist? Rutherford. Okay, Rutherford says that R is equal to R0. R is what? Radius. Okay, R0 is the first hydrogen atom. Okay, R some any constant a to the power of 1 by 3. Okay, this is the relation between radius of the nucleus and mass number. Radius of nucleus and mass number relation. Okay, now why I am using this? Because volume can be written as 4 by 3 pi R1 R1 cube divided by 4 by 3 pi R2 cube. Okay, so here R1 and R2 can be substituted to this cube, and this 3 will get cancelled. Okay. R is the radius of nucleus. R is the radius of nucleus. So people think that cube will be there and start answering 1:27. No, that is a twist in the story. Okay. That is what solving and confirming. Okay. So 3 of denominator and 3 of this will get cancelled, then answer will be again 1:3 only. Again, what is the answer? 1:3 only. Okay. So if you are not able to use the Bohr principle for ionization energy, there are another methods that we will discuss in the other chapter, chemical bonding. Okay. Okay. Next question. This question, the way it is appearing is not that much easy. Where de Broglie wavelength you have to find out. What you have to find out? De Broglie wavelength you have to find out, and mass is given as 6.63 gram. Velocity is given as 100 meter per second. Okay. What is their very easy question? So de Broglie wavelength is equal to h upon mv. Okay. Mass into velocity. Mass into velocity momentum. Okay. Okay, so here H is the Planck's constant. Don't forget to use SI units. Okay, SI units are the most neglected portion, but given in the very first chapter. Okay, so here mass must be converted into 6 points. You see, you can take it as a 6.63 also, no problem. 10 to the power of minus 3. Okay, velocity is given already in SI units, so 10 to the power of 2. On simplifying, you will get a fancy number. Okay, what is that fancy number you are going to get? 10 to the power of minus 33 meter. 10 to the power of minus 33 meter. If options are in meter, then you are the most successful. Okay. Okay, this is also one nice tricky question. It is a previous question only. When this question came, immediately student came outside and said, sir, this time there is one question wrong, sir, and I will get that marks and I will raise the objection by paying 1000 rupees. Okay. So asked why? See, sir, it was having 355 and how it can emit 680 nanometers, sir. So that is absolute wrong, sir. Okay. So print mistake is given, sir. It should be 180, I think, but it is given 680. No, it is correct only. Okay. That's why don't take risk with the chemistry. Okay. Energy can be added, but not wavelength. Wavelengths are not additive. If you wanted to still add, you should reciprocate them. You should reciprocate them and add. Okay. So 1 upon lambda is equal to 1 upon lambda 1 plus 1 upon lambda 2. Okay. So this is 1 upon lambda is equal to 1 upon lambda 1 plus 1 upon lambda 2. So 1 upon 355 is equal to 1 upon 680 plus 1 upon lambda 2. On simplifying, you will find out. Okay. On simplifying, you will find out. Okay. So what is your answer? On simplifying, you should get answer of 743. How much you should get? 743 nanometer. 743 nanometer. Okay, note down. Okay, wave number of first emission line in the Balmer series of hydrogen spectrum. Okay, so first one here, with the name, what you can find out? N1. N1 is equal to Lyman Balmer. So N1 is equal to 2. First emission line. So this first emission line is also called as alpha line. What it is called as? Alpha line. Okay. First line, alpha line, both are same. Don't get confused if the word is changed. Okay. So I told you these are the previous examination questions. Okay, in this question from the first Balmer series, N1 is equal to 1. Okay, for first emission line, N2 is equal to N1 plus 1. That means N2 is equal to what? 3. N2 is equal to 3. Is it understood? So once you know N2 and N1, you need not to solve or simplify because options are in the unsimplified form. Okay. So answer will be, after substituting in the formula, you will get the final answer of 5 by 36 R. How much you will get? 5 by 36 R. Okay. Substituting, I will get R into 5 by 36. Okay. Note down this. Okay, next question is increasing order of E by M ratio. Increasing order of E by M ratio of electron, proton, neutron and alpha particle. Okay, alpha particle, electron, proton, neutron and alpha particle. So here neutron charge is 0, E charge is 0, it have mass. So therefore value will be 0. Alpha particle 2 units of charge and 4 units of mass. This will be 1 by 2.5. Proton 1 unit of charge, 1 unit of mass. So 1. Electron mass is negligibly 0. So infinite. We can say infinite. But actually it is not exactly 0 but nearly 0. So it will be near to infinity. Okay. So highest E by M ratio is found in the electron due to its lower mass. Okay, see here, angular momentum of electron in the fifth orbit. Okay, nh upon 2 pi. But options are given after dividing this. Okay, so you will get 2.5 h upon pi, that is B option. What is the answer? B option. Okay, uncertainty in position and momentum are equal. Uncertainty in position is delta x, uncertainty in momentum is delta p. Okay, then you have to find out uncertainty in velocity. Delta v is equal to question mark. Okay, so already we know that delta x into delta p greater than or equal to h upon 4 pi. Okay, so now don't remove this because in this one only we have the velocity component. What we have? We have the velocity component in the delta p only. Okay, so delta x, I will write it as a delta p. Then delta p whole square is greater than or equal to h upon 4 pi. Okay, now delta p can be separated or segregated as m into delta v whole square is equal to h upon 4 pi, and now you can simplify delta v is equal to something, you will get greater than or equal to square root of that. Okay, here m will be outside or you can write it inside also. So uncertainty in velocity greater than 1 upon m. Okay, 1 upon m into square root of h upon 4 pi. So this is the answer. Is it understood? Okay, next question is potential energy. Potential energy of an electron in ground state of lithium plus 2. See, lithium atomic number is 3 and oxidation number is 2. That means 2 electrons are lost, 1 electron is present. Now we can use the Bohr concept. We can use which concept? Bohr concept. Therefore, potential energy formula is this one. Mainly, you should worry about the atomic number. Z is the atomic number. So, lithium atomic number is 3 and K involves the 4 pi epsilon. Okay. So, therefore, 3z minus 3 e square upon 4 pi epsilon r. That is D option is correct. Okay, which of the following property of an atom? What is this? Which of the following property of an atom could be explained by Thomson's model correctly? Okay, very first answer. According to the Thomson's plum pudding model, it is called as. So here there is a positive charge, okay, is completely spread and electrons are completely embedded so that neutrality is maintained. So the only one correct sentence from the Thomson's plum pudding model is electrical neutrality is correctly explained. Okay. Okay, in this question, when it is given, the confusing word was revolution, frequency of revolution. Okay. Frequency means not that electromagnetic frequency. Here frequency got another term meaning. Number of revolution per second. What is that? Number of revolution per seconds. Okay. So how many revolutions it is going to make depends upon the distance, that is radius, and also depends upon the velocity. Also depends on what? Velocity. Okay. So distance is what? 2 pi r. Distance is what? 2 pi r and velocity is v. So if you divide, then number of revolutions made per second you will come to know. Okay. So direct formula I am giving you trick. Okay. Orbit number is given, velocity if you divide, that's all. Okay. So n cube by, so like that if you are doing, then it will be, answer will be here n is equal to n square. So n is equal to 3 here, n is equal to 2. First find out the n1 and n2 and you substitute here. You will get 27 and you will get to 2 cube 8. So 27 by 8 is the correct answer. What is the correct answer? 27 by 8. Okay, next question. If the wavelength is equal to distance traveled by electron. See here how technically, actually distance traveled by any particle in 1 unit time itself is equal to distance traveled by any substance by in 1 second is equal to velocity. Simply what he has given, lambda is equal to v. What is given? Lambda is equal to v. Okay. So lambda is equal to v, then already we know that lambda is equal to h upon mv. So here if I substitute lambda here, so lambda square is equal to h upon m. So lambda is equal to square root of h upon m. Lambda is equal to what? Square root of h upon m. That means D option is correct. Okay, see here which photon of light has maximum energy. See, sequence you have to very careful. Red color is given. Most of the people have wrong feeling that red is powerful. Okay, but but red color is not powerful. Okay, according to chemistry, this is Vibgyor. Okay, as we move from left to right, wavelength increases, frequency decreases, and energy will be E is directly proportional to frequency, inversely proportional to wavelength. Proportional to wavelength. Okay, so E inversely proportional to wavelength. So left to right wavelength increases. Highest wavelength red, so lowest energy. Lowest wavelength violet, therefore highest energy. So C option is correct. Okay. Don't see first option they are given because by seeing itself you will attempt and you will get -1 mark. and you will study in a private college and spend some lakhs of rupees. Okay. So one mistakes, lakhs of rupees. One good thing, one carefulness, then lakhs of rupees you can save. Okay. How many of you know that AIMS, if you do the NEET in the AIMS, you have to pay total fees nearly 5,000 only. But if you go for a private college, per year some 20 lakhs. So that means you are careful study, you are saving 20 lakhs per annum. Okay. So that's why careful study, and after you come out as a doctor from the AIMS, you are earning you can't imagine. Okay. So your sentence is, every word is very, very costly that time. Okay. So these type of mistakes you should not commit. So that the same happens with the IIT also. IIT, doing BTech from the IIT is cheaper, and doing BTech from the private college is costlier. Okay. So at least for the money sake, you have to study. You have to be very careful with the these type of words. Okay. Okay. Here questions is so much twisted. Ninth excited state. Just now I told you ninth excited state means 10th orbit. Okay. And lines, we should not count everything in the bracket series. What is the bracket series? N value. N value for the bracket series. Lyman, Balmer, Paschen, bracket. Okay. Bracket series N value will be how much? 4. Is it understood? Line 4. So N1 is equal to 4, N2 is equal to 10. And when you simplify it, you will get 21 lines. How many lines you will get? 21. Okay. Sigma N2 minus N1. Sigma N2 minus N1. You will get 21 lines. That is a shortcut. Okay. So actual and accurate shortcut formula is sigma N2 minus N1. In the market, duplicate formulas are there. Okay. Don't use duplicate formula. Go for the original formula from which came. Okay. So they are foolproof. N into N minus 1 by 2, N into N plus 1. There are a lot of duplicate formulas. They got limitation. Okay. This has got no limitation. You can use it for anybody. Sigma N2 minus N1 is to 10 minus 4. Sigma 6. Up to 6 you have to add. Then you will get 21. How much you will get? 21 is the answer. Shortcut to the that question. Okay, now we are going for the next question. Okay, now this question people start solving, but which came students direct answer. Third orbit, what is answer? 3 waves. Third orbit will contain 3 waves. Fourth orbit will contain 4 waves. Orbit number and number of waves are same. So answer is direct answer, that is 3. Okay. Okay, see, kinetic energy, stopping potential, you have to find out one more shortcut formula. One more shortcut formula is kinetic energy is equal to stopping potential, and see, units are in electron volt. Okay, when units you wanted energy, this given energy in the electron volt with directly with wavelength. Do you know the shortcut formula? If you are given with wavelength and wanted energy in terms of electron volt, if you don't know, you write down this 1240 by lambda. 1240 by lambda. On simplifying, you will get direct answer in what? Electron volt. Okay. So here it is nanometer, but it should be what in nanometer. Okay. 2480. So this is 1240 divided by, it is already electron volt 2. So how much it is given? 248. You can write it as a 248 minus 2. Okay. Then you will get 5 minus 2. That is also again it is equal to 3. Okay. 3 electron volt is the stopping potential. Okay. Shortcut is next. Here you have to find out de Broglie wavelength. What you have to find out? De Broglie wavelength. Okay. Kinetic energy is equal to 6 electron volt. So once electron volt is given, directly you can find out wavelength. lambda is equal to square root of 150 by electron volt, kinetic energy in electron volt. Okay, so 150 divided by 6 square root, then you will get answer is in angstrom. Make sure that answer unit must be in angstroms. Then on simplification, how much you will get? 5 angstrom. Answer will be 5 angstroms. Okay, I think one question I skipped, I hope. Okay, see, electron is already revolving in sixth orbit. Electron is revolving, sorry, second orbit. Okay, and then you are given 12.1 electron volt. Okay, 12.1 electron volt. Simply second orbit, you can find out the energy 13.6, that formula, and to that energy you add to this value, then find out the n value with respect to energy. So answer you are going to get will be the sixth orbit. N you have to find out finally. What you have to find out? N value you have to find out. This is the 23rd question. Okay, note down this. Okay, I think all of you understood all 25 questions we have done are carefully selected to cover the maximum topic, and with maximum tricks I have explained. I think all of you understood and you will apply in your forthcoming examination and get the maximum marks, and you save time in chemistry and give it to the other subject like biology or maths or physics. Okay, save time without losing accuracy. Okay.